So yeah. All right, speaking of war dialing, war gaming, stuff like that, I'm actually going to show you this thing on Shodan. This is actually a pretty high tech thing here. Hope you guys can see this on the screen. Let me see if I can pull it up. So this is a thing called Shodan Maps. I paid my $49 fee so I can access Shodan. And what you can see here is a map of the United States of America. And look, this gives Canada too, Christy. And you can type in city. So let's do. You try not to read things off the internet. You try to read as many books as possible. That's good. Actually, I have to. Let's see. Anyway, stop screen sharing. There we go. You can type in your city. Stupid autofill. You can type in your city.Houston, and then you type in your OS. You guys will get to see this. Windows. And it will show you all the things connected to the internet in that city on a map here on the screen. You can see the IP addresses as well too. So in the city of Houston, you can see that there's all these computers connected via all these ports, RDP, US. I don't know why it's giving me stuff in Canada. Is there Houston, Canada? I don't see it on the screen there, but you can zoom in. You can see all the computers here in the great city of Houston. You click on here. You can see the ports that are open here, and you can see what the operating system is. You can see the ports that you can access. That's port 80, which you could access via the web if you wanted to see that. Yeah, so these are all the publicly accessible computers in the city of Houston. And if you want to get a bit more niche than that, you can do Windows, I guess, XP. And you can search on the screen, and it should pop up. Oh, there it is. There's your red dot there. That's Windows XP. And this is a computer running Windows XP here. And you can read more about it if you like. All right. What another thing that you can do, and I can show you another command, is you can actually pick some coordinates. I'm going to pick coordinates of, I guess, something near me right now. So let me see a building that's near me that might have computers. That's not like too close to near me, so you can identify it. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick the coordinates for the Woodlands Mall from the map, and you can click share this location. So I have my coordinates for the Woodlands Mall. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go into Grok, or you can do this manually, but I don't remember the exact math command. So I'm gonna go into Grok, and you're going to essentially, I'm gonna share my screen back again. There we go. You're going to ask it to turn this coordinates into Shodan command to search for within 5 kilometers. Unfortunately, it's in kilometers, and not in freedom units. So it's going to, what you go into here, it's going to turn your longitude and latitude. It's going to format it into the correct kind of longitude and latitude. You type geo, you type in those coordinates there, and then You have your 5 kilometers. You copy that. You go back over into Shodan. I'm gonna type it into the thing. Hope you can see this on the screen. It's gonna show you all the computers within 5 kilometers, not like personal laptop computers, but like computers that are exposed to the internet. And it's gonna show you it on the red dot when it finally updates. This is finally a super cool tool. Wow, look at all those dots that populate the screen here. Lots of stuff from AT&T here. And then you can even filter down in here. You can say OS, Windows, and then you can even search via port. The port that RDP uses, which is remote desktop, which is port 3389, which means that if you wanted to commit a crime, which I'm not telling you to do that, but if you wanted to penetration test or something like that, you can type in port 3389. Make sure you type in like that. You can see all these computers here within 5 kilometers of the Woodlands Mall have access to Windows XP. You can even see them here, and you want to open that into a new tab. You can see them all on this here, where you won't have to click on the map, but you can actually see what they have here. You can even see the screenshot here, so you can actually see that this is still running Windows 7 Server 2, which I mean is probably super duper vulnerable as well. Look at all these things as well. And another thing that Shodan is good for, let me scroll out of this, is you can open up the images. You can go to the images tab, and you can see all the images that Shodan has collected, just like screenshots from different computers around the world. So this is stuff from VNC. This is This is another Windows computer that you can log into. Also, fictitious VNC things here. Maybe something in Germany. Another webcam here as well. I think you can even search on the map. Let me see if I can check for webcams. So instead of doing OS, just type in webcam. I think it's webcam XP. And if you have some trouble with it, you can always go into Grok. You can ask it to add on to a command that says add webcam filter. And this is this is really good AI stuff as well. So it goes into here, you go in, you click it. And if you can't find anything, you can always make sure that your webcam is, or that your command is more than 5 kilometers. So let's go back to the map. They didn't find anything. I'm going to use the new command just in case. Nothing. So maybe you can make it within 10 kilometers. Nothing. 100 kilometers. And you found 2 things here on the screen as well. Let's see where exactly they are on the map. Oh, right there. You can even click on them here, and then you can learn more about them, see what ports are open. So that's a really interesting thing that you guys can do in Shodan. All right. It is our anniversary episode, guys. So, I think that's really great. We've accomplished so much in 5 years. First we started off as a